Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Favorite Moment Friday. It's Jessica. I'm here in my office hiding from my children. Not really, but kind of. So, hey, it's Friday. It's the week between Christmas and New Year's. And I wanted to come live before the house gets live this morning and just share kind of what's been going on for the week and what's been going on with things coming up with yoga and all things going on with me. And hopefully you had a wonderful holiday and had some more restful time than I did. I had a sick baby over Christmas. And I tell you, this whole month has been like one person sick after another. It's like my husband got sick, then my son, and then I got sick, and then Clover over the holiday got sick. And so my children have a real talent for getting sick on holidays or like long weekends when everything's closed. And so you just got to kind of ride it out. But I tell you, and she's better. She's doing better. We took her to the doctor the day before yesterday, and she had an ear infection, and so she's on the pink stuff and some stuff to help her. And she seems to be perking up a little bit, but man, a sick toddler is no joke the hardest job in the world, because it's like not only was I kind of getting well myself and getting over the stuff for myself, and I was feeling better, but it was like not 100%. And then when she's sick, I mean, they need you constantly. And when I say constantly, I mean if they're not asleep, they want to be held or consoled or comforted, or they need something. And so we did so much steam and baths, and I gotta tell you, after about 5 days of that, last night I was in the bath and I just was sobbing. I was so tired, and it just was drained. I was feeling like so drained, like I had nothing left to give her, and I had nothing left to give myself. And I was just like, wow, what am I gonna do? And then I was meditating this morning, and I just had this little hit. Sometimes you're meditating, you get this little like, oh, and it was like Chaywanprash. Oh, of course, I have it in my cabinet. I've gotten real lazy around using it, and but if you don't know what it is, it's like an Ayurvedic jelly kind of, and it's got lots of good herbs in there. It's got some ghee and some honey, and it's very sweet and kind of sticky, and you can eat it just on a spoon, or there's some different recipes you can make with it. But I was like, why am I not taking that? And so I'm going to start that this week and get back on the bandwagon with that, because it's so good for just helping build immunity and vitality. It's really good for your lungs too, because it kind of gets in the tissues of the lungs, and it's a lot of vitamin C content. And so I was grateful for that little moment of remembrance this morning. And it's like the things that we know that we just conveniently forget in the busyness of life. Hey, Catherine, you're watching. You probably appreciate that. That's probably why you're watching. You saw the word Chaywanprash, and you're like, oh, which Jessica's talking about Chaywanprash for? And so, yeah, it's like, it's so good. And these little things that we know that we just forget. And so I'm going to do that. And I'm committed to this week, just as the world is gearing up to work out and start new fitness programs and get more active, I think I'm going to get less active. And I'm going to just, for the next week or so, do some nice adrenal practice. By the way, if you want this adrenal restorative practice that I'm doing, I'm happy to send it to you. So just send me a message or comment. And it's about a 30-minute practice. It's adapted from a longer one, but just practically mine is about 25-30 minutes. But it's really good for if you've been sick or if you've been stressed for the holidays. And so I'm just going to do that every day this week, I think. And I'm really grateful for that, and grateful for yoga practice. And I'm going to take my Chaywanprash and I'm going to do yoga nidra. And that's something I'll be talking more about. But it's just been a month. And like with the stress of the holidays and everyone being under the weather and the demands of a baby, it's like a lot. But I'm grateful to feel access to these tools and to have this remembrance of these really ancient, quite frankly, Ayurvedic tools, yogic tools, yoga and Ayurveda, to support the healing process that really needs to occur and the restoring process that needs to occur. But so how I knew I was really spent this holiday is because on Christmas Eve we were watching It's a Wonderful Life with Ben. And I've seen that movie dozens of times in my life. I watch it probably once a year at least. And as George Bailey is trying to go on his trip, he has all these plans for his life. He's going to travel and he's going to build cities and he's going to go to Europe and see Istanbul and he's got all these big aspirations. And of course, as you know, the town kind of keeps pulling him back. His father dies and so he stays, and then he's supposed to go to college when his brother gets home, but then his brother gets married and he has this great job offer, and so he stays again. And then as he's getting ready to go on his honeymoon, finally he's going to go at least travel a little bit for a couple weeks for his honeymoon. Well, then there's the run on the bank, and Potter's pulling his stunt, and all the town's freaking out. And so he uses his honeymoon money to stay and fix the town's problems. And anyways, I'm watching this and I'm like, screw those guys, George Bailey. You can't be codependent of a whole town and their dysfunction. You need to go live your life. Go do something for yourself. Who do these people think they are? This isn't fair. And so I'm really on the opposite side of duty and virtue. I'm just forget those guys, George. Go get on your plane. Build your cities. So it was a sign I was kind of tired. Because that's what I was feeling. I was I just need a vacation. But so I'm going to be talking more about this because George Bailey in It's a Wonderful Life, he's the modern day Arjuna, so to speak. And Arjuna is this guy. If you're not familiar with the story, it's kind of a story of a battle, and it's about duty and it's about dharma and it's about what we're called to do in life, and then oftentimes what we want to do in life, and how there can be a rift of we feel pulled in one way but we really want to do the other thing. And it's such an appropriate thing to talk about for moms, because who doesn't feel that? We know the stuff that needs to be handled every day. If the baby's crying, the diaper needs to be changed, the lunches need to be packed, and all the things need to be tended to. And yet there's this pull oftentimes is oh, if I could just get a break. Oh, if I could just go read my book. Oh, if I could just work on my project or whatever it is. And that is a really human dilemma. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that on New Year's Day. I'm going to offer a free meditation on New Year's Day at 9 a.m. Central Time. So if you're up and you're not too hungover, then come be on the meditation with me, and it'll be about 20 minutes. I'll talk a little bit and then we'll just do a short practice. But it's so important to stay clear, and so that we make these decisions from a place of yes, a duty, but also not a place of depletion and not a place of guilt. And we don't come at things from a place of force or a place of fear. And intention is everything. There's the doing of the thing, but then there's the how we are being as we are doing the thing, and as we are tending to what we're called here to do. And so that's just something I've been reflecting on lately, because it's been a lot this month. It's been every time I kind of try to get up here and finish up some things for the course and do some little cosmetic things on the website and all the things that I want to do that are creative for me and are fun. It's there's the pull of the baby or the stuff downstairs, and it's after a few days, you can only take so much. And so that's my challenge to you. Nourish yourself. Find something. If you want my adrenal restorative practice, just comment or message me and I'll send you the stick figures for that. Maybe I'll even film it. I don't know, if I get time, I'll film it and I'll send that to you. But do that for yourself. Just, a week with no working out. And what would that even be like a week with no elliptical or weights or force and stress, because it is stress on the body. Obviously exercise is very good for you. It's a very healthy thing to do. But I feel there are just those times when you gotta kind of pull it in and pull back off the throttle a little bit. And I know for me, that's a real strong sense I got in meditation this morning. It's you need to just chill, right? Take some time and replenish some of all the things that have been used up this month. And so that's my plan. I hope you'll join me. I hope you'll join me on New Year's Day at 9 a.m. Central for the meditation. And there's an event, so if you want to go and join, you'll get a little reminder in case you forget. But hey, what are your favorite moments? How was your holiday? I'd love to hear from you. And please comment, and let me know. And if not, I will see you on New Year's Day at 9 o'clock. And I hope you're all well. I hope you're all rested. And if not, get rested. You're the mom. You are the one. You're like the prize racehorse. I have a teacher who's like, you're the prize racehorse. And if you had a racehorse, you wouldn't let it lie on the couch and feed it cheeseburgers and you know, not feed it good food and let it stay up late watching Netflix. And you wouldn't do those things because that would be your livelihood and that would be your prized possession. And it's like, that's us. That's you. That's me as the mom. We're the ones. We're the prized racehorse. And I mean, we feed our dogs organic dog, grain-free food.